Well, welcome into Bon Appetit. Obviously, that's Jack and I both love this section, as you can tell.
Amen.
But we are so fortunate today to have with us Dwayne Gulley, who's the executive chef at the Montgomery Biscuits. And Dwayne, we were talking about this. You know, you just don't go down just to see a ball game. It's the whole enchilada, and in this case, the whole Boston butt.
Huh?
Yes, the whole Boston butt, I think.
Yes, ma'am.
But the food there is absolutely delicious, and you guys are doing something different this year. You're doing your barbecue in-house, right?
Yes, ma'am. We've switched to a completely in-house smoke. We do all of our own rubs. We smoke all of our own meat. During a homestand, we will be smoking meat every day of the game.
That's what I'm smelling when I walk in there. It's the smoke smell.
Yes, ma'am.
Wow. So you select. Tell me a little bit about how y'all purchase your own meat, so you select that, and you're real finicky, I'm sure.
Yes, ma'am. Typically, we'll work with our purveyors and get the highest quality pork products possible. If you're at home and you want to do this, go to your local butcher, and they will be able to give you exactly what you see here. There's a couple different ways you can go. You can go boneless or bone in. We go boneless. It's just an easier fabrication process for us.
True.
Sure.
Now, is this a Boston?
This is a Boston butt.
Okay.
And this is the boneless one.
Okay.
Typically, they're anywhere from 8 to 12 pounds. This one's probably about 10.
Wow. All right. So then you come up with your own rub.
Yes, ma'am. We have a brown sugar-based rub. The two main ingredients in our rub are brown sugar and paprika. And then there's probably about 10 other ingredients in my rub as well.
Okay. So take me through the process of how you do this, how you prep this, and then how long do you have to cook it too? I want to know about that. Jack and I were talking about that.
Yes, ma'am. Typically, what I'll do is we will rub all of our meat the day that we smoke it. And when you do this, you just want to give a nice, even coating all the way around. Don't be afraid to put too much. This sugar is going to melt in the heat, and then it's going to caramelize the outside of the butt. So one of the biggest things that people forget.
Keep the juices on the inside then, right?
Yes, sir, absolutely. Is make sure that you season where the bone was.
Oh, yes, because then that taste goes all the way through.
Oh, yeah.
And then you'll get a nice solid flavor all the way through. And the great thing about barbecue is you can customize your rub any way you want. If you want a spicy rub, throw some cayenne in there. If you want a sweeter rub, don't use the cayenne.
Right.
And really it's something that you can experiment with at home, and it's something that you can have a lot of fun with. I know that I do.
Now, if I do this, how long do I marinate this overnight? Or
no, ma'am. This is just a rub.
I mean with the rub, though. Do I let it sit in the fridge with the rub?
Typically, I'll rub. When I'm done rubbing, we usually smoke anywhere from 15 to 20 butts a day.
Okay.
Once they're rubbed,
they're ready to go.
They go to the smoker.
Yep.
Okay. Okay. Then how long would it actually take to smoke something this size?
That size, about 9 to 12 hours.
Wow.
Yep.
This butt being 10 pounds, I usually smoke about 1 pound an hour.
All right.
So this would be about a 10-hour smoke.
So how does it
your
come?
smoker charcoal?
My smoker is wood. We use
Wood,
straight
okay.
hickory on
Good.
our smoker.
That's neat.
That's the secret.
Yep.
That's what makes it so good,
Right.
Dwayne. So what forms of barbecue can we buy at the Biscuits ball game?
On the concourse level, we have barbecue nachos. We have barbecue sandwiches. We have a hot dog that has barbecue on it.
Double trouble.
So there are several different ways and several different venues throughout the park that you can purchase our barbecue.
How about barbecue ribs?
On our suite level or our specialty venues, we do sell ribs, and we also do brisket.
Oh, okay. Well, sounds good to me, and it looks good. And what does it look like when you finish? That's what we're looking at here. Ooh.
This is a finished butt. This butt was probably about 8 pounds when we started. I'm going to grab some gloves.
Oh, my gosh.
Okay.
And the goal is for this pork just to fall apart. And you probably don't even need the knife on this, but that will just fall right apart.
All right,
Okay,
let's
now
turn it
you need to
around
turn
so
that
your
way.
camera,
There you
oh
go.
my goodness.
Yep.
So it'll just come right to pieces.
Oh,
And I typically leave the fat
absolutely.
in there. For some that are more health conscious than I, you can pull this fat cap right off and still pull the meat apart.
Listen, that's what makes it taste good. Well, thank
Yes,
you
ma'am.
for being with us, and anybody can take me out to the ball game, and I will have a hot dog and some barbecue.
Now
Thank
we've
you.
got, we're airing this, we're a week before Memorial Day, and you guys, there's games in town on Memorial Day, so you can bring your family out for some of those.
Absolutely.
Anything specialty going on, or any other specialty foods that'll happen during that time?
May 22nd, Hot Dog Festival. We will have
Okay,
about a
Nate-
dozen different dogs outside of our normal
Oh.
8 or 9 dogs that we serve.
And that's on a Friday night, isn't it?
Yes, it is,
It's
and that will be a
Friday-
fireworks night
what
as well.
What a way to start the weekend.
I know.
Because I'm a hot dog lover, and hot dogs go with, and you know, if you got the varieties, it's going to be neat.
It's going to be awesome.
How many different kinds?
We're going to have about a dozen different hot dogs throughout the park.
Great.
We'll see you there.
Yes, ma'am. I look
And
forward to
y'all
it.
come on down too. And thanks for being with us, and we'll be right back.